The Panama Canal, a marvel of engineering and a linchpin of global trade, has found itself at the center of controversy. Former U.S. President Donald Trump's accusations of unfair treatment and Chinese influence have cast a long shadow over the canal's future. Trump's grievances stem from what he perceives as exorbitant tolls levied on U.S. vessels. He has repeatedly claimed that the United States is being taken advantage of, despite the fact that the Panama Canal Authority sets fees based on vessel size and cargo volume, not nationality. Adding fuel to the fire are Trump's allegations of Chinese control over the canal. He has pointed to China's growing economic footprint in Panama, including investments in ports and railways, as evidence of Beijing's undue influence. While China is a major user of the canal, accounting for a significant portion of its traffic, these claims have been met with skepticism. Both Panama and China have vehemently denied any Chinese control over the waterway. These controversies come at a time when the Panama Canal is already grappling with a myriad of challenges. As a vital artery of global commerce, the canal's fate has far-reaching implications for international trade and geopolitical stability. The Panama Canal stands as a testament to human ingenuity and ambition, its history etched in both triumph and tragedy. For centuries, the narrow Isthmus of Panama presented a formidable barrier between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, forcing ships on a perilous journey around South America. The dream of a canal captivated explorers and visionaries, culminating in one of the most audacious engineering feats in history. The first attempt by the French ended in disaster. They underestimated the challenges of the jungle and diseases. After years and many lives lost, the effort was abandoned. The U.S. took up the mantle in the early 20th century. Under President Roosevelt, the U.S. secured the rights to build the canal. In 1914, the Panama Canal opened, altering global trade forever. Despite its enduring legacy, the Panama Canal faces a growing array of challenges that threaten its future dominance. Climate change, geopolitical tensions, and increasing competition from alternative routes have cast a shadow over the waterway's once unquestioned supremacy. One of the most pressing concerns is the impact of climate change. The canal relies heavily on fresh water from Gatun Lake, an artificial reservoir created by damming the Chagres River to operate its locks and raise and lower ships. However, prolonged droughts exacerbated by rising temperatures and changing rainfall patterns have led to record-low water levels in recent years. These shortages have forced the Panama Canal Authority to impose draft restrictions, limiting the amount of cargo ships can carry and leading to costly delays. Adding to the canal's woes are mounting geopolitical tensions, particularly those involving the United States and China. The canal's strategic importance makes it a potential flashpoint in the ongoing rivalry between the two superpowers. Furthermore, the emergence of alternative trade routes, such as the Suez Canal expansion and the Arctic shipping lanes, has intensified competition. The specter of China looms large over the Panama Canal, fueling anxieties about its future and becoming a focal point of geopolitical tensions. Former President Trump's accusations of Chinese control, while unsubstantiated, reflect a broader concern about Beijing's growing economic and political influence in Latin America. Trump's rhetoric centered around China's significant investments in Panama's infrastructure. Chinese companies have poured billions into port facilities, logistics hubs, and even a proposed high-speed rail line connecting the Atlantic and Pacific coasts. This growing footprint has raised alarm bells in Washington, where some view it as a strategic encroachment by Beijing. While China is undeniably a major user of the Panama Canal, its stake in the waterway's operations remains purely commercial. The Canal Authority, a Panamanian government agency, retains full control over its management and operations. Despite these reassurances, the perception of China as a looming threat has persisted. The reality is that China's growing presence in Panama is part of a broader trend of Chinese investment and engagement across Latin America. While the Panama Canal grapples with challenges, a new contender has emerged: Mexico's interoceanic corridor. This project aims to create a land-based alternative to the Panama Canal, reshaping transoceanic shipping. Spanning Mexico's Isthmus of Tehuantepec, it modernizes an existing rail line connecting the Gulf of Mexico to the Pacific Ocean. The high-capacity rail link aims to slash transit times and reduce shipping costs. Billions have been invested in upgrading ports, expanding rail lines, and developing industrial parks. Significant private investment has been attracted, promising a new trade artery bypassing the Panama Canal's limitations. Proponents tout its numerous advantages. Unlike the Panama Canal, the rail-based corridor offers greater flexibility and resilience. However, the interoceanic corridor is not without its skeptics. The emergence of Mexico's interoceanic corridor has sparked a debate about the future of transoceanic shipping, pitting the Panama Canal against a land-based rival, vying for dominance in a rapidly evolving global trade landscape. Each route presents its own set of advantages and disadvantages, making a direct comparison crucial for understanding their potential impact on global commerce. The Panama Canal, despite its challenges, retains significant advantages as an established and efficient waterway. Its century-long history has fostered a robust network of shipping routes, logistics hubs, and supporting infrastructure, making it a familiar and reliable option for shippers. The canal's recent expansion, completed in 2016, has also increased its capacity and allowed it to accommodate larger vessels. However, the canal's reliance on freshwater, a resource increasingly strained by drought, poses a significant vulnerability. The interoceanic corridor, while still in its early stages of development, offers the allure of a fresh start, unburdened by the Panama Canal's legacy infrastructure and geopolitical baggage. Its land-based route eliminates the reliance on freshwater and provides greater flexibility in terms of capacity expansion and route optimization. However, the interoceanic corridor faces significant hurdles in challenging the Panama Canal's dominance. As the Panama Canal and Mexico's interoceanic corridor vie for their place in the future of global trade, the landscape of transoceanic shipping is undergoing a period of profound transformation. The rise of new trade routes, the growing influence of emerging economies, and the ever-present forces of technological innovation are reshaping the way goods move around the world. Competition between the Panama Canal and the interoceanic corridor is likely to intensify in the coming years, driving both sides to innovate and adapt to maintain their competitive edge. The Panama Canal Authority is exploring options to address its freshwater vulnerability, including the construction of new reservoirs and the development of water-saving technologies. Mexico, meanwhile, is pushing ahead with ambitious plans to expand the interoceanic corridor's capacity and attract new investment. However, competition need not be a zero-sum game. Cooperation and collaboration between the two routes could unlock new opportunities for both sides and enhance the efficiency of global trade. The future of global trade routes will also be shaped by factors beyond the control of any single country or project. In this rapidly evolving landscape, the Panama Canal and Mexico's interoceanic corridor represent just two pieces of a much larger puzzle.